Come on. Come on. Really? Am I going to have to give it one of those, back to back, going from Cleveland to San Antonio? They were fatigued. This is just one of those games. Is that what I'm going to have to do? Is that seriously what I'm going to have to do? Brett Brown going up against his former coach. Dominated. The Sixers were dominated. In the second quarter, we had, 17 points scored? We were atrocious. We couldn't defend the perimeter. We couldn't defend the dribble penetration. We couldn't score offensively. Joel Embiid had, 15 shot attempts in the first half, and then in the second half, once again, I know we were limited in time due to the fact that it was such a blowout, but he only had 2 shots in the second half. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was real bad. Early on, you have TJ McConnell just getting abused out there defensively. DeMar DeRozan attacking insanely. We had Rudy Gay go off for 20 plus. LaMarcus Aldridge going off for 20 plus. DeMar DeRozan going off for 20 plus. Then you got their bench guys knocking threes at will. Oh, man, the Sixers they just did not show up to play tonight at all, and it's devastating. With all due respect to the San Antonio Spurs squad, they're not the same Spurs team that we have seen dominate the league throughout the past years. I guess you could say since the Spurs at home just let up a 20-point lead against the Chicago Bulls and lost, that they had a little bit of fire under them and they really wanted to show Popovich that was a mistake. But just the effort tonight, it just wasn't there. We couldn't score at all. We couldn't stop anything at all. And then our bench once again proved they need help big time. Nothing went our way. In the first half, we had 1 free throw. I mean, you got to get to the line. That's what we do. That's part of the Sixers' DNA. Joel Embiid getting to the line, attacking the rim, getting to the line. That didn't happen. I saw a little bit more of the aggressiveness that I asked for out of Ben Simmons. I saw that in spurts tonight. But in reality, I can't look at this game and say anything positive. I can't. It was atrocious from start to finish. Actually, I would say from start to finish. The first quarter, we actually were going offensively a little bit. But it was downhill from there. It was unwatchable. It was a blowout. You know, I had to switch over to the Monday Night Football and even listen to that broadcast. It was that much of a blowout. Down by 20 plus. You start to see the real bench guys come in. Shake get in the ball game. Bolden get in the ball game. Oh, man. Talk about unwatchable. That's a shame. The Sixers just did not have it tonight whatsoever on both ends of the floor. And you could blame it on the traveling from Cleveland to San Antonio. You could blame it on just having one of those nights. Fine, whatever. But I just blame it on the fact that we weren't prepared and we don't have enough. We clearly don't have enough. And what scares me is there's really nothing you can do. Put yourself in Elton Brand's shoes. What do you have right now that has value to trade for another valuable piece? The problem is we need to add guys without letting go of guys because we just don't have enough numbers. We don't have anything. Unless you want to move, the 2021 pick or a Markelle Fultz. But I'm realistically, me personally, I don't want to move Fultz for a guy who's going to give you 10 minutes, 12 minutes off the bench. I think the ceiling is still too high for that. I don't want to get rid of him for a second-round pick. So there's really nothing. When I look at Elton Brand, there's really nothing that he can do right now. His hands are tied behind his back. But there's a clear issue, and it's the depth of this bench, their lack of scoring, the guards not being able to defend, and then at times, we can't score. One lineup I saw tonight I despised, and I might have mentioned this a few episodes ago. I forget if it was the same exact lineup, but I think it is now that I think about it. It's TJ, Landry Shamet, Korkmaz, Ben, and Moose. Hate it. Despise it. Doesn't work. I don't know. I don't really have much else. We just got obliterated by the San Antonio Spurs. I wish Brett Brown came out a little bit with his team more prepared, based off the fact he's going up against the former coach of his and he really wants to beat him. It wasn't even close. And this Spurs team isn't a legit, serious dog to play against. They're 500 basketball squad. Although I know it's the West, it's not the powerhouse that we've seen out of the Spurs the last decade. They're clearly coached well, but for this type of mess, I guess we're gonna blame it on the back-to-back. This team's frustrating. We don't have enough, and it's clear. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you next time.